Welcome to the Uriah Jokes Podcast, the only podcast that goes, hey, you don't like this voice? Well, I didn't tell you to click on this video, you moron. Oh, this voice is so annoying. Well, guess what? I don't care. And speaking of a man that doesn't care, your host, Uriah Wesman. Absolutely fantastic. And welcome to, this is the Monday show of the Uriah Jokes Podcast. And of course, they're like, oh, Uriah, the algorithm, you gotta tell people to click and subscribe. They can do what they want. Hit the clicking button, no, please. Oh, whatever. I got 1,000, that's enough. But I never get comments on my videos, so what I decided to do is read them and reply to most of them. And there's some people telling me, hey, dust off your spatula. Go back to serving food. You gotta work on your delivery. I'm like, then I should be a delivery driver, you sick son of a bitch. Oh, that was an awful joke. So what I got here is I got a Career Addict. And I guess there's 25 questions. So I will answer these. And then what will happen is this will tell me what career I should do. So if I should listen to the internet says do something else. I don't know what else to do other than comedy, which is why I'm going to do the career personality test. That's going to be completely boring to probably everybody else. I don't care about this moron and his personality. His personality is terrible. See, I'm more like that guy at the party. Like, I'm that guy at the party that's perfectly content of just sitting on the couch, listening to everyone else's conversations and just judging them, or thinking about jokes to say about them. Everyone's like, Uriah, what are you doing just sitting in the corner there not talking to anybody? In my mind, I'm talking to everybody. I'm like the NSA, except I'm the worst at keeping notes. I just hang out in coffee shops, and I just listen to what people say, and then I get a little bit angry, and then I get a joke out of it. I eavesdrop for my own amusement. So maybe I should work for the NSA. So there we go, that's career option number 1. Not a comedian, so NSA. So this first question is, rank the following work activities in order of preference. We got broadcast, perform, and deliver information. So I'm already doing that. So I'm already ahead of the game here. Buy and sell merchandise. Work on a building or construction site. Immediately, that's going all the way down to bottom. I worked building and helping my dad build condos in Livingston, Montana, and he paid me, I think, like $8 an hour or something. When I was a kid, instead of enjoying my childhood, I was just working. He was like, oh, it's gonna create a good work ethic. Well, the work ethic made me drop out of high school, Dad, so what the hell? And then when he was building these condos, he had the opportunity to name a street after us. And then he's like, I'm not gonna name this street Uriah. I'm like, you sick son of a bitch. Oh, then I just forgot one. It's support humanitarian or disaster relief efforts. I mean, if you're talking about a disaster relief effort, I mean, that's me after any set I do at 2 a.m. at a bar. I mean, that's a disaster relief. And the bartender's like, again, Uriah, you gotta get better, you sick son of a bitch. And then you still want a tip from me? It's like, what the hell? So I would definitely put 4 and 5 right at the bottom, but I can't. So it's number 4 is going to be whatever. Promote an idea, product, or service, or event. I'm already doing that. I already do that when I produce shows. I'm already made money producing comedy shows. This is such a ridiculous waste of time. So, buy and sell merchandise. I do that for fun every day. I go into a store, I buy something, I go into self-checkout. That way I make sure I'm not getting ripped off, and then I just get too anxious. Is anyone else like this? You're in the self-checkout, and then there's a line, but you start getting really anxious about how fast you're going. So you just leave your stuff there and, bail. No, I'm not the only one. I don't know why I'm waiting for an answer. So let's go next. What was that? What are we in? What are we at? We're 6 minutes in. And I'm on question number 2. This is absolutely fantastic. Here we go. Rank the following work activities in order of preference. So this is the same exact question. So originality for these people is out the window. And I have to do the same thing. Work with a microscope or telescope. Well, actually, a microscope or telescope are each things people need to do to further dissect my jokes, because that's what you want. You want, when you say a joke, what you want is someone to really think about it and be like, no, it's not funny. I'm the man who decides what is funny, and you are not. What the hell? That would mean that all the shows I've ever done and people were laughing were just lying out loud. Care for people in need. I know. I'm going to put that all the way down at the bottom. I'm in need. And I can barely take care of myself. Research legal procedures. Imagine me as a lawyer. Ooh, I could get some really good stage time there, actually, as a lawyer. Let's put that at number 1. Put that at number 1. Work in a retail store or sales department. I already did that. I worked door-to-door sales at a cable company, and I was good at it. Imagine me knocking on your door, right? Knock, knock, knock. And then, hey, would you like to change your cable? I could save you so much money. Oh, wow. And then they invite me inside their house, and then they don't get what they're promised. It's sales. What has someone in sales ever told the truth? You would never make a deal. If you're going to go buy a car, would the salesman be like, by the way, you're going to lose $10,000 as soon as you drive off the lot, you moron? Organize holidays, events, or activities. This is impossible. So I'll do it like that. Number 1's going to be legal research. Oh, it's research legal procedures. I don't think I'll be able to be a lawyer unless I'm researching in the courtroom. Then they call me up on the stand, and that's when I do some stand-up comedy. See what I did there? Hey-oh, full circle. Let's leave it like that. Number 3, is every single question going to be the same? Study ways to reduce pollution. This is what's idiotic about these questions, is this means environment. Why would you want to work in the environment? It's heating up every day. I'll be sweating, I'll be sweating like a... No, I'm not going to do that joke. You've already heard it. Fantastic! Take care of animals. I love to take care of animals, but this is the problem, is I'm actually a recovering gambling addict. When I was 18, I used to gamble all the time. I worked at the A&W Burger family, and that was the best family I was a part of, which says a lot about my life. It's like the Burger family was always around. At least I got food with the Burger family. So with the people I worked with, is we would drive from BC to Alberta, because I was 18 and the drinking and gambling age is 18 in Alberta. We would go there, rent a room. I would gamble. I once won like $1,000 in roulette. I just covered the place, and I was doing the number 24. And then my other friend came up to me afterward and got mad that I was winning when he was losing. I was on a heater! And I lost it all at the slots. It's like the shiny lights and the promise of more money is all I need for a casino. I mean, what's ruthless is if you look at YouTube, there is pages and pages of people that just do slots. There's some with over 100,000 subscribers, even sell merch. And then their minions or whatever, their gambling degenerates come with them. And then they have a big thing and they're all wasting money together. Like, come on. What's worse, being a comedian that used to have 50 subscribers, or losing to somebody that is just a gambler in a casino? This is ridiculous. So I don't want to do that. I would. Okay, so number 1, let's just keep doing it. We gotta power through here. I got a personality test that's gonna lie about who I am as a person. Plan and test agricultural products. Okay. With me, I am a cannabis connoisseur, which means I do smoke weed a lot, where it's legal. Where it's not, I need to get the synthetic stuff, and then, I go out of my mind. I'm not going to go on a tangent here. I got a personality test to finish. Work at a beauty salon, spa, or a personal styling company. I mean, like, as you could tell, I got the style of somebody who still dresses himself. I'm wearing a sweatshirt and jeans. You know what that tells the world? I'm just a guy. So, you know what? I don't want to study the ways to reduce pollution because I feel like we already know what it is. And what's the point? Let's put it at the bottom. Take care of animals, right at the first. Let's just keep it like that. Look at this. This career test right now. It says rank the following work activities in order of preference. And number 1, study the earth, societies, and cultures. Entertain an audience, number 1. Look at this. It's like this career test is telling me exactly what I already know, but the internet, I gotta prove the internet wrong here. That's all it's about, right? Work with computers. I mean, I do that, but it's cool. What are you gonna do? Everyone works with computers. It's like, you know what I really wish I could do when I grow up? I wish I could work with a computer. Study the earth. That's the most boring thing. I can't believe people get paid to study the earth. It's ridiculous. Support people with mental health or addiction problems. So I want to help myself, and that kind of goes right under entertain an audience, because it's entertaining an audience at the same time I'm coping with the stuff of life, which is ridiculous. I mean, did you know that in the morning birds are chirping because they're happy that they're still alive? But when I get up in the morning, I'm like, who set my alarm clock? Ridiculous. I don't have anything to do today. That's all this is. So I decided to just skip all of them because this is ridiculous. All of this is ranking stuff. So, based on the 4 answers, you haven't answered all the questions. Submitting your answers can affect your overall result. Yes, I'm done. Once my email, it's a phishing scheme. So I got a 100% match in animal care. So, hey, you guys got a cat, you got a dog you want me to take care of, I'm going to overcharge you for it, and I'm still going to be the hero. How about that? 100% match for entertainment, 100% match for government, law, and politics, 100% match for media and communication. Look at that. I answered 4 out of the 25 questions, and it's amazing that the internet that told me to give up on comedy, the internet, and this is like, they put a lot of work into this part of the internet. They're career addicts, right? They don't know how to stop. 80% match for agriculture and farming. But I don't want to be a farmer, because then what do? You complain all the time, and then you work really hard and have to get up too early. And then beauty and style, 60% match. Computing and technology, 60% match. Marketing and advertising, 60% match. These are all passes. I never even got these grades in high school, middle school, or elementary school. Here's a fun fact. In 5th grade art class, I failed because I drew, the sun in the corner. Right? You know what I mean? The sun in the corner. And then the house and the stuff, and the teacher's like, yeah, there's the proper foundation. Your house is just floating in there. And when have you ever seen the sun in the corner? I'm like, I'm in 5th grade. What the hell? I'm failing art class. 40% military. Imagine me in the military. Actually, that could work. I mean, they're talking about bombing Syria. It's another thing. If I just go there and bomb in my comedy, they might just give up. It might be over. Be like, this guy is awful. Make it stop. Make this guy stop. You want to know what the key to the peace in the Middle East is? How about sending comedians there to bomb? Instead of sending real bombs over there, send comedians the bomb. We're going to have world peace. They're going to be like, we will leave you alone. Just as long as you don't send this comedian ever back to us, ever. What was he watching? What the hell was he watching? Oh, I have to pay extra for everything. Hey, Career Addict, sponsor me. So, I answered 4 out of the 26 questions, which is more than enough. More than enough. And I've got a 100% match on entertainment, government, law and politics, media and communication. So I mix all those together. And I think this is just straight up telling me to work in the entertainment industry. Top skills, creativity. I create everything. I create things without even trying. Are they good? Probably not. It's up to you. Comedy is objective. I mean, like, this could be hilarious to somebody else, but it's also weirder that a stranger cares about what I have to say, which is pretty phenomenal, if you think about it. Active listening. Active listening was actually a thing I was taught in for sales. It's the idea is that you're actually listening to the person instead of just preparing what you're going to say. So one of the things is you act like you care about their problem and then you try to fix it. Like one time somebody called in to get their services back on because they didn't pay their bill. And I turned the services back on. I also sold them a couple more services at the same exact time. Active listening. They wanted more services. I don't think ever. So, all I want to say to the internet is today, by using the power of the internet, I took the negative part of the internet, another part of the internet that helps you what career you want to go to. I answered 4 of the questions until I got bored, realizing they're basically the same exact questions. And then the thing is, you know what they're talking about when you're ranking them. It should be a mystery. I shouldn't know what that means. Like, it should be one of those things where you see that crazy photo and what do you see? That's how the career should be. How about let's look at one of those. No, we don't have time. It's been 20 minutes. Well, this has been the Uriah Jokes Podcast. And next time you post Uriah, you should quit comedy because you're no good at it. Well, guess what? I got scientific proof by answering 4 questions online that I am 100% supposed to be in the entertainment industry. And I'm supposed to be part of the animal industry. You know what I'm going to be? I'm going to do stand-up comedy for animals. I'm going to be the first person ever to do stand-up comedy strictly to parrots. I'm talking about a parakeet. The trouble is parrots can heckle. Nothing like a parrot heckling. You defend yourself? If a parrot bullies you, is it real bullying? Answer that.